truth is your physique is probably a lot better than you give yourself credit for. And for me, that was certainly the case for a very long time. I mean, it kind of still is just because body dysmorphia is such a big thing. Even now as an advanced lifter, I was looking at my videos of myself posing the other day for a check-in with my coach, and I thought my legs looked small. And obviously, objectively, they're not small. I built pretty decent size over the last 6 years of consistent lifting. You know, to be able to have the physique I have, while there's certainly still a lot of room for improvement, that's something to take pride in and be proud of. You know, because especially at an advanced stage, you have to be very intentional about what you're doing in order to actually see progress. You know, I've always thought like powerlifting, it's easy to tell if you're progressing. I mean, because you have objective numbers that you're trying to hit. You know, you can increase by 5 pounds in a week and boom, technically you just got better. But with bodybuilding, it's kind of hard to see, especially in the moment. You don't really see until you look in hindsight that, you know, the work you've been putting in has actually been working, assuming the plan is effective. You know, because you really have to change up what you do when you become an advanced lifter. You can't just do the same thing that you did starting out. I mean, you can in a way, but like if I did the exact same program I was doing when I first started in the gym like 6 years ago, it probably wouldn't work very well for me. I know myself and how I'd respond just wouldn't be as effective as it once was. I mean, obviously because newbie gains are long gone, but really I just say all this because like there are a few reasons why I put off competing in a bodybuilding competition. I guess on a subconscious level, one of them would be, it was just that I didn't think I was good enough to compete on stage with other men for the best physique from a subjective standpoint. And it just seemed intimidating to do. But I'm really glad that I finally made the decision here in 2026 to compete. And for those who don't know, May 2nd is going to be my first bodybuilding show. And even just now, 2 weeks into prep, I can already tell like it's a lot more than just about getting a better physique. The work that you have to put in and the level of intentionality you have to have in order to improve just at an advanced stage in lifting, you know, it demands a certain level of discipline, and that discipline certainly improves other areas of life as well. You know, just to have to eat 5 meals a day and to have a very exact level of what you're putting in your body, it just demands that you level up. But yeah, really, other than physical growth, I mean, I would argue that more than physical, it's mental, and you know, get mental growth, character growth, just growth in who you are as a person. I mean, you know, you see it for yourself. Like you see people in public who are, you know, obviously really fit and have good physiques, and whether or not it's conscious or subconscious, you just designate a certain level of respect for that person because you know it took a lot of work to get to that point. I mean, even if they're on steroids, right? It takes a lot of work to get a good physique. You automatically assume that they're a disciplined person. And so really, whether or not you want to decide to compete competitively, I would just challenge you to really take your level of intentionality up a degree, up a notch, because I mean, you owe it to yourself, especially if you've been lifting for a long time, and it's very easy to just kind of be complacent with where you are and not see progress, because again, you have to be very intentional about what you're doing. You have to really put in the work. The further in you get to this, you know, you can really see improvements of several different areas of your life if you just put in the work with physical fitness. Like, it starts with being disciplined in fitness. I truly believe that refusal to put unhealthy, negative things into your body, you see that reflected in many different cases in life. Like, for example, I'm just gonna be completely honest, like I was going to bed really late, you know, just because my work schedule doesn't necessarily demand that I get up early right now. And being late, I was literally just, you know, being lazy, playing Xbox, scrolling on my phone. But going to bed a little bit earlier, waking up earlier, it's made me feel and certainly be more productive. And so given I'm only 2 weeks in right now, there's still 10 weeks to go, 2.5 months. Safe to say the hardest part is ahead of me, especially because I'm actually not in much of a deficit right now. So it's going to be much harder with a much more aggressive deficit eventually, I'm sure, with cardio being ramped up. And so I'm excited for it. I'm definitely not nervous, but just almost intimidated by the degree of work that's going to have to be put in. But like I said, it makes you a better person. I truly believe that. And so I'm excited for it, really. Like, what makes me slightly intimidated is also the exact thing that is exciting. And it pushes me out of my comfort zone. It makes me grow as a person. And really, that's all you could ask for, right? And to boot, I also get a really, hopefully gonna have a really nice physique by the end of it, even more so than I already do. Yeah, really just give yourself credit for the work you put in so far, but understand and know that there is a lot more work that you could potentially put in, and it goes beyond just the physical appearance that you get from it, especially if you're an advanced lifter. that will really test you and make you grow as a person, as it's really, probably going to push you outside of your comfort zone. Besides, who doesn't like getting shredded, right? Yeah, if you want to follow along with what I'm doing through early May, my show, and obviously just beyond in the summer, I'm planning to get back into powerlifting, so we'll see. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.